Let me guess, you don't know? And you have a lot of questions? Well, keep watching as we dive into the world of knowledge and give you a lot of useful tips and information. Stay tuned! Welcome to this educational video on brain anatomy. In this video, we will be exploring the different parts of the brain and their functions. The brain is one of the most complex organs in the human body, and it is responsible for controlling our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Part 1. Brain structure. The brain is divided into three main parts: the cerebrum, cerebellum, and brainstem. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain and is responsible for our conscious thoughts and movements. The cerebellum is located at the base of the brain and is responsible for coordinating movement and balance. The brainstem connects the brain to the spinal cord and is responsible for controlling vital functions, such as breathing and heart rate. Part 2. Cerebral cortex. The cerebral cortex is the outer layer of the cerebrum and is responsible for many of our higher level thinking processes. It is divided into four lobes: the frontal, parietal, temporal, and occipital lobes. The frontal lobe is responsible for decision making and planning. The parietal lobe is responsible for sensory perception. The temporal lobe is responsible for memory and language. And the occipital lobe is responsible for processing visual information. Part 3. Brainstem. The brainstem is the most primitive part of the brain and is responsible for controlling many of our automatic functions, such as breathing and heart rate. It is also responsible for regular sleep and wakefulness. Part 4. Cerebellum. The cerebellum is responsible for coordinating movement and balance. It receives information from the senses about the body's position and movement, and uses this information to control our movements. In conclusion, the brain is an incredibly complex organ that is responsible for controlling many of our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Understanding the different parts of the brain and their functions is essential for understanding how the brain works and how we can optimize its performance. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one!